Bernard, first win, and what a way to win, really.
Yeah, listen, we're knocking on the door from the first minute. We possibly should have been up for 3-0 up at half time, and keepers made a couple of good saves. But we got in at half time 0-0, and we addressed what we thought was going wrong and how we could improve, and the lads took it on board. And I think it just sums up how tough the league is. It's that never die attitude sort of thing. We knew it might take us to the 90th minute to score, which we did. So fair play to the lads, for chipping away at them.
The first half, at times, it looked like it might have been a repeat of Saturday, controlling but not really taking chances. But then, quick start, 49th minute goal from Seds. Was that the clinical factor?
Yeah, listen, the first half, like you say, we opened them up at times, 3 or 4 times, and Jordan could have had an hat-trick on another day. But like you say, the keepers made 3 good saves. And it was pleasing, to come in at half-time 0-0 in terms of defensively, because yet again, another clean sheet at half-time. And like you said, without getting excited with the lads, we just said, listen, we've got to go out, keep doing what we're doing, don't be forcing things. If it takes us to the 90th minute to win the game, that's what we'll do. And we come out, Sed scored a great goal, and poor, collectively, poor defensive for the goal. They only had one lad up front, and for some reason, he's managed to get in and score. But heads didn't go down. We kept our heads up, and we kept chipping away at them and knocking at the door, and we were rewarded with that.
So you're pleased with the attitudes that, with such a late equaliser, they just got up and got back on with it?
Yeah, of course we are. Yeah, listen, we built this changing room, and we know the lads that we field out there have got big hearts and a part of what me and John are all about. And for the simple fact, that Lynchy's got a good goal. I don't know if he was at fault for the second one. I think him and Nelson, I don't know which one it were, but for him to go and get a goal at the other end, I think it's great, and it just sums up, like you say, with his goals in the side, and I think it's only a matter of time before it clicks.
And just finally going back to what you're saying about building, you gave Luke Clark his competitive debut tonight. How do you think he did?
Luke Clark's a great player. The three that started the game, they played really well against Bamber Bridge, so it was only right that we stuck with them 3. Saturday, I think they weren't great. It was again, we weren't prepared to start changing things so early in the season, sort of thing. And Scott took a bucket in the first half, so and when they sent their lad off, we thought they'd even it up a bit. So we brought Scott off, and Luke went on, and Luke's deadly on set pieces, and he's a great passer of the ball, and he's probably what we needed. And again, the 2 lads that haven't got on, it's difficult, but the squad's strong.